Hello from Tokyo's Narita Airport. This is one of the two major airports located in Tokyo. The other airport is Haneda Airport, which is a little bit closer to the city proper. But in terms of the international flights, if you're coming in from the United States or a long-haul flight overseas, you're probably ending up here in Narita. Aside from the noises you're hearing, you're probably not hearing a lot of people talking, and the reason why is culturally in Japan it's a little bit rude to be speaking too loudly. So to avoid being too loud, I'm trying to speak a little bit softly. I wanted to take a quick opportunity to show you the airplane behind me. This is a Boeing 787. It is the Dreamliner. It is Boeing's newest airplane. And for some of you who have been following along, you know that the Dreamliner originally had some issues when it came to some of the safety functions. That was a few years ago. Boeing decided to go back, fix some of those problems, and so now the Dreamliner is up and running. Some of the features that it boasts include a cleaner air purifying system that also helps to improve the quality of the air inside the cabin, as opposed to feeling that stuffy and that musty feeling that you may feel from time to time on certain airplanes. It also boasts some of the newest features in terms of lighting, so it simulates some of the outdoor lighting rather than using the standard lighting that most airplanes contain. It also has a new window dimming systems. As opposed to using the sliders, you could actually control the amount of light that's coming in through shading as opposed to sliding a particular cover. And so I'm excited to get a chance to fly on Thai Airways. It is one of the Star Alliance partners, and so you're wondering, why am I flying Star Alliance? It's not because I'm making an endorsement or anything. It just happens to be the one that's most convenient when I travel to the United States and I can build up mileage. One of the things that I also like to strategically find out is finding ways to make the best of your money, and so mileage programs are usually the most effective in being able to do that. And so I will show you some of the interior through pictures and some videos to give you an idea of what the 787 is like, because this is going to be an exciting adventure. Hello and welcome on board to the Boeing 787 Dreamliner. I happened to be in one of the front seats of the economy class, so I was able to get right in and I get to sit down really nicely. Already I can tell that there are some differences in terms of this particular aircraft. If you look down toward my left, the display for controlling the visibility is controlled by these buttons here. You can lower, darken. Did you just notice that? It just got darker outside by coloration. That's pretty incredible. And then when you release it and open it up, it's almost like a transitions lens. So it's really cool. And by the way, that's another 787 out there. People are boarding. Another thing you may notice is the space of all the onboard baggage. Really large, really good to have when you want to bring on onboard luggage. In fact, the last time I checked, they actually increased the size, the weight of the onboard luggage to 7 kilograms with this particular flight. So that was also very convenient. Also, one thing that I haven't seen on most American flights, I'm saying in terms of American-based airlines, not American Airlines specifically, I haven't flown them yet, is the ability to have a lot of really cool onboard entertainment. You have these controllers for any kind of games, and then you have a touch screen to be able to control the various types of programming, movies, TV, music, and so it's going to be really cool to experience all of that. Very comfortable seats, very large space. In fact, I have a lot of leg room also available here as well. So far, I haven't even taken off. It's looking pretty good. Okay, so we deboarded the plane, the 787 Dreamliner, and as much as I've tried to describe before the flight took place, during the flight it was actually a very pleasant experience. When it comes to Thai Airways, there's a little bit of comparison between Asiana Airlines and Thai Airways, particularly is the frequency of service. Asiana Airlines is very quick at the very beginning, and they really service you up at the very beginning. The amount of beverage service coming afterward tends to trickle down very quickly after that. Meanwhile, on this flight, on Thai Airways, we had a little bit of a slower start, starting with snacks, and then we had the actual meal, and then we had another smaller snack, a hot snack that came in later on. But the quality of service was really good, and true to the word that Boeing said it would deliver when it comes to 787, when it comes to the LED lighting, when it comes to the air quality, the spacing, all of that was really up to expectations. And so I wasn't quite sure what to expect at the very beginning, but all of those items actually ended up becoming a part of the flight experience, and so it was really nice to be able to give the 787 a try. So hopefully you had an enjoyable idea of what we were able to experience on the plane. I was able to show you some photos. Unfortunately, because of the regulations of the flight patterns in Thailand, I wasn't able to record any takeoffs and landings from here, and so unfortunately I won't be able to share with you those types of photos, but I did try to include as many for your enjoyment. Thank you so much for riding along